Hello Psychics, and welcome to this episode of Learn Tarot with me for free. Today we're doing aspected cards, and for this we're going to be using the beautiful Gilded Tarot, my favourite tarot deck. Now you can use any deck of cards for this, as you know. The overall meanings are the same, but we're using the Gilded because I want to show you it my way. So take what resonates with you, write down notes and let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, we call on the magical angels. Archangel Uriel to illuminate our mind, Archangel Raziel to enhance our spiritual psychic gifts, and Archangel Gabriel to help us to communicate clearly and put it all together. So, aspected cards, what are they? Well, it's when clumps of tarot cards clump together, like for tarot cards clump together to form a story, to tell something bigger than what already is. So I've got a few different ones here to show you and what usually comes out to give specific meanings. Now, there's all kinds of cards that can clump together that can mean things, and as you go along learning on your tarot journey, you'll get to recognise these. But I've just got a few different ones, the usual ones, that will give you a bit of a head start. So let's start with the two most powerful ones then, the Death card and the Tower card. These are probably the most influential cards that come out together in the entire of the tarot deck. People get scared when they see these together, and really there's no need. There's no need to be afraid of any single card because it's all good. You know, the tarot knows everything. The tarot tunes into the very soul of the person. So if they are going through a change or a transformation and it's bringing around chaos and upheaval, they will know that that's going on. It's not like you're going to scare anybody or you're going to create any panic because the client will already be experiencing what they are going through. And somebody asked me recently why I don't do reversed cards. It's because I work with the angelic realm and the angels guide me that everything is the same if you're working with light. So if you're working in the light, if you're coming from a place of love, there's no need to be negative about anything in the tarot because there's nothing negative in the tarot, you know? So I don't feel the need to use reverse cards because the tarot tells a story just as it is. So when you get the Death card and the Tower coming together, it means chaos and upheaval brought around by major change because we know this. We know that the Death card means new beginnings. It means fresh starts, changes, huge transformation. And we know the Tower is about chaos and upheaval. So when they come together, and it's very rare if the Death card comes out, this doesn't come out. It's very rare. 99% of the time you'll find they come out together. The reason why is because as human beings, we do hate change. You know, we fear change. We worry about change because we have to do things then. We have to take action. And it creates chaos within our mind. You know, we worry about things. We start overthinking everything and worrying about things. And it creates tower moments. And when you hear people say tower moments, it means everything you thought was right is starting crashing down. You know, there's changes, there's upheaval, you know, things aren't going to plan. That's what the Tower means. So if you're going through a huge change and transformation, then you're bound to get the Tower card coming out because it means there's changes and chaos going on within your mind. But spiritually, these are the best two cards that come out because spiritually, on a soul level, these changes need to occur for soul growth and learning to make you into the greatest version of who you are. So, you know, I really enjoy it when these two cards come out because it shows that everything is happening the right way. So the Death card and the Tower card, two of the most powerful, influential cards when they come out together. Another one we get out a lot is the Empress, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Now, sometimes these two will come out together, sometimes all three. What does it mean? Well, we know that the Empress is about mothering someone or something, about being powerful. We know it's about the mother figure. the nurturer, the natural nurturer like Mother Earth. And we know that the Ace of Wands means passion, fire, new beginnings, fresh starts, and it means rebirth. So when these two come out together, usually it can indicate a pregnancy or a birth of new things, but it can mean a baby is coming. And if you get the celebrations card with it, this is always significant of a birth. It can also mean a christening or, birthing a new project. You'll know what by the way that the cards fall, the way they are aspected. So if these come out in a career reading, then, it could be clear that the person is creating something new, building something new, a rebirth or a launch of a project or, a new business maybe. Whereas if it comes up in relationships, it can signify a new relationship that needs nurturing, but mainly a pregnancy or a birth or a rebirth that's going on. And this can signify christenings when these two come up together. It's usually those two coming up together or those two coming up together. But if you get all three, that's a huge sign of birth and babies. So they are really good ones to look out for as well. And then another few I like to get together. You tend to find these come up when you need to let go, surrender to the universe and allow things to flow. We usually get the delays, that there's a delay going on. Now, if you get delays and you get the Temperance at the same time, obviously this is the Hanging Man and the Temperance card. This means you need to be patient while things fall into place. There's necessary delays going on because there's a divine bigger picture. There's a plan at work. So you have to really let go and believe and have faith that things are falling into place and happening for a reason. So trust in divine timing. So if you get the Temperance card coming out with this one, a huge sign of patience. Now, usually as well, you get this one. Now, this is obviously the Four of Pentacles, which means letting go and surrender. If you get it with the Seven of Cups, it means let go because opportunities are flowing in. So you need to let go and allow it to flow, allow them to come in instead of trying to control things. And if you get all four coming up, which you can get, it's showing that there's great opportunities flowing in, but you need to have patience while things are sorted out and let go. So these are a great four to get together. When they clump together, you've got to stop trying to control things, let go, and allow the universe to sort it out because great opportunities are flowing in, but you must have patience. But, usually it's two cards. When I say aspected cards, usually it's 2 cards, 3 cards at the most. But if you get them clumping like this, then you know that there's great changes going on. So usually delays and patience coming out together because this is a huge thing the person is learning right now. They're learning to let go. They're learning to surrender. They're learning to go with the flow while things fall into place. Another great one that we get coming up is connected with marriage and divorce. Now, if you get the Hierophant coming up, it can mean marriage. If you get the Eight of Cups coming up in the Justice card, this means walking away from a marriage and getting divorced. So separation coming in, especially if you get the Three of Swords. I haven't pulled that one out, but if I don't know if that's to hand, let me see if I can find the Three of Swords because the angels are just saying, if you get the marriage card, there it is. Obviously it's meant to be. If you get the marriage card and you get the Eight of Cups coming out and the Justice card, and then you get the Three of Swords, this is a huge sign of relationship breakdowns, walking away, separation, leading to divorce, changes in marriage, changes in marital situations. And if you get the Ace of Swords coming out with this as well, it means decisions are going to be made. Connected with this, it will take strength. But, if you get the Hierophant in the aspect of celebrations, it means a wedding. So it means you're going to a wedding or there's a wedding coming up or maybe you're thinking of getting married or the celebrations. So you have to remember it's all in the way the cards are aspected because if you get the Hierophant with that one, it's very, it's good. If it comes out with perhaps the Page of Cups, which means romance, love messages. If it comes up perhaps with the Two of Cups or the Lovers maybe, these are great signs that this is a marriage coming in, a working relationship, something magical is coming. But if it comes up with the separation card, if it comes up with the justice card, if it comes up with the 8 of cups, it means changes. And remember, if you get the Tower and the Death card coming out with those as well, this signifies huge change and transformation, new beginnings. So more than likely, this person will end up getting divorced and separated. And remember, this is not going to create fear in the person you're reading for, because they will already be expecting it. So if all these cards come up, because the tarot taps into the subconscious mind, so if you get these cards and you're thinking, oh, I daren't say this, what if, they're afraid of what's going to come, or they will already know. Trust me, I've worked with tarot for a long time. The client already knows. They just want you to really clarify and validate what they are feeling. That's the whole point of someone coming from a tarot reading. They may want to know what's going to happen, or, they're interested, but ultimately their soul just wants clarification or validation of what they already know. So if all these cards come up here, they will already know that they need to leave a marriage, or somebody they are in a relationship with maybe is about to leave a marriage. There's going to be a separation, there's going to be divorce, they're going to walk away, there's going to be these great changes going on. So it's how you feel when you see the cards together. You'll just know. It's like an inner knowing. And if you're calling on the angels as well, they will channel through you. When I do readings, and you guys know if you've watched me for a while, it just comes out. I have no control over it, So I don't even know half the time what I've said until perhaps I watch it back, or, somebody says to me, can you remember when you said this in a reading? It just automatically goes, because it's not really my information, it's the angels' information. And you'll find this as well. The more you start working with angels, the more you start working with tarot. The angels will channel through you. Another 2 great cards connected with money and connected with work are when you get the 6 of Wands coming up with the 10 of Pentacles, because this can signify promotions, material gains, money coming in abundance, because the 6 of Wands we know obviously means promotion, feeling good, recognition for work well done. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about the treasure chest opening up, abundance flowing in, money coming to you, great wealth and prosperity. So when these 2 come together, it's a huge sign, a great sign of material wealth, a promotion maybe, or just money coming in, abundance, feeling good. And now I know you're dying to know about relationships, so I've pulled the most interesting ones. So we know obviously that when we get the Ace of Cups, it's about a new relationship, a new beginning. When you get this with the Page of Cups, this can signify love messages, flirting, a new romance, something new coming in. When you get the 2 of Cups coming with this, it's going to turn into something beautiful. And when you get the Lovers, it means intense passion and fire. Now, obviously, the lovers can be aspected differently, and I'll show you this in a second. But if you're getting all these cards coming out, this is a huge sign of good things ahead, especially even more significant if you get the 9 of Cups coming out and the Sun together. Now, any card that is aspected with the Sun has positive aspects, because the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck, in the entire tarot deck. Now, you might think, oh no, it's the 9 of Cups because that's the wish card. But it actually isn't, it's the Sun. When you get the Sun replenishes everything. The Sun rejuvenates everything, and it creates magical change. It creates miracles. And when you get this card, it shows that the Sun is about to come out on the situation. Blessings are ahead, miracles are possible. So if you're trying to manifest or create something, and you get the 9 of Cups coming out with the Sun, this shows here that this is going to be amazing for you. Amazing blessings coming in, miracles coming in. It's going to create wonders. And then if you get the Lovers card with this card, which is obviously, the card of relationships, beautiful relationships coming in, something magical. It shows great things. And it's a new relationship with the Ace of Cups, and it means romance coming in. So very beautiful. Now, it can work the other way. So if you get the Lovers card, perhaps coming out with the Three of Swords, or, you can get anything coming out with it. I'm just thinking, you can get the Arguments card coming out with it, or, something connected with the Moon, which means illusion. Any of these cards coming out together, then obviously this can really signify changes within love. So it can mean there's going to be problems, there could be arguments going on, there could be a third party involved. It's all how it's aspected. They're just telling me to get out the Devil card, which obviously I haven't pulled a lot of these out, but now I'm working with the angels, they are channeling things around me. They're showing things like, the Nine of Swords with the Devil. This can mean, distractions, worry, fear. It can mean focusing on the wrong things, especially if you get separation and the Lovers coming out. You could be worrying about a relationship, having sleepless nights about a relationship, fears. So whenever the Devil comes out, you may notice that if you get the Devil coming out in a reading, and I've got all my cards out now, look, I've got them all listed on the table. If you get this coming out with the Star, if you get this coming out with the High Priestess, which it's there, I'm trying finding, this shows that light will always overcome darkness. Now, I always find that if the Devil card comes out, again, 99% of the time, the High Priestess will come out. And, if you do the spread that I do, which is a huge spread, I'm going to teach you that in a few days' time, then you'll realise that these cards usually come out together. And this signifies light and darkness. So obviously you've got the darkness of the ego, the fear, the worry, and then you've got the light of the higher self. This is the higher self guiding you, your spiritual side, your intuition. And light always overcomes darkness. Or as I say, water always puts out fire. Water puts out fire, and the ego is about fire. The fire that's created in the belly by fear. And the higher self is all about the water, the calmness coming in, the stillness, the beautiful, feeling that you get. So this is really the way that they work as well. So, there's a lot of goodness in the cards as well. When you get the Fool card coming out with the Sun, where's the Sun gone? There it is. That there's beautiful new beginnings coming in. It may seem a little bit scary, but it's going to bring blessings in. If you get the Ace of Pentacles coming out with this as well, it's showing a new pathway open to you, new opportunities, blessings coming in. There's so many good things in these cards, and I've only showed you a few. If you get the Strength card coming out, with changes, it's showing that you need strength to overcome things. There's so many things. I could sit here all day showing you the cards, but you will understand the more you go through them. And what I'm going to do, just to clarify this, I'm going to ask the angels to show you some. So I'm going to give the cards a bit of a shuffle. To see what they want you to know. So thank you, angels, for being with me and everyone watching on this video about aspected cards. Angels, what would you like everyone to know? What would you like everyone to know, please? What would you like everyone to know? See how they're throwing some cards out? So let's have a look what they've thrown out then. Let's have a look. Okay, so what they've thrown out then, we've got the Empress and the Emperor together, and we've got the Ten of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So I'm going to just pull a few cards as well. Let me just pull three. How many? Right, they want me to pull 6 cards out and see if I'm getting anything from this. Yeah, straight away. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Moon. So what this has shown me is, first of all, within a relationship, the person, the lady in the relationship could be very, very nurturing. And the man in the relationship could be very, very stable. So this is showing you're probably dealing with a relationship here between two people. Now, there's some issues because we've got the King of Pentacles coming through. So I'm feeling here that the person, the Emperor, is also a bit selfish. They obviously like the money, they like the security, they like the stability. And this could create problems within the relationship because sometimes they're more bothered about the material things than anything else. Whereas the lady in the relationship is a nurturer, a great mother here. So it creates illusion. There can be illusions around. And at times, one or the other can be knocked down. So feeling like, oh, everything's on top of me, I can't go on. And it's showing that, they could be feeling like they want to walk away sometimes. They could be feeling they want to walk away because this situation, maybe they're clashing over certain things, especially connected with money. And what they need to do is let go, because if they let go, opportunities will flow in here. And it's showing there's great things happening in this relationship, because we've got the Nine of Cups and we've got the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups, which is showing a beautiful relationship. So it's showing here that, they do have problems. We're clumping together the bad cards, even though there's no bad cards in the tarot. These are like warning cards. So it's showing ignore illusion, because it's all fear. It's fear-based. There's no need really to walk away, because the relationship is good. It's only illusion that's created any problems. The real message coming through in these cards is to let go. So when you get cards coming out like this, you'll know exactly how to interpret them by the way they fall. Like, we know that we've got a real mother here, someone who loves to nurture. And this person could be feeling a little bit left out. They may be feeling like they're nurturing everybody and not really getting anything back, because the man is, their partner in this, if that's what we're seeing it as, is so stable and secure that they bring in the money and all they seem to be caring about right now. And they could be having opportunities coming in with work, so they could be very distracted by work, and that's creating illusions within the relationship that things aren't as good as they seem to be. Yet there's a lot of joy here, a lot of things to be grateful for. There's wishes can come true. It's a beautiful relationship. You just need to let go and maybe walk away from anything holding back. Maybe it's time for a change here. Maybe a career change needs to happen. So, there's a lot that you can see in aspected cards. So I know this video will help you. Just have a play with your cards. And we're going to go more into this when we do, the tarot live stream that we're going to do at the end. And I'm hoping to, get this done very soon, because I'd like this series to come to an end so you guys can start reading for clients. And then the angels want me to do a series on really talking about the angels and talking about the archangels. Who are the archangels? We'll do that, so we'll bring more things in. We can learn how to read oracle cards. There's plenty we can do. So the angels want us to wrap this up. So two have just fell out here, just to show you again. We've got the Six of Swords and we've got the Page of Cups together. So what this is showing here is that if you let go of the past, if you let go of anything that's been dragging you down, anything that's been holding you back, romance will come in. There'll be an opportunity for love. There'll be an opportunity for flirting and new relationships and new love in your life. But the message here is you need to let go of the past to allow in the future. So amazing. So have a play with your cards today if you get time. Just ask the angels what they want you to know. Pull out some cards and look at them and say, how would these be aspected together? What could this mean? Because remember, the tarot always tells a story, and the right cards will always come out at the right time because they tune into your higher self. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.